Alrighty, guys, now we have Stella Blade coming out in a short time here, April 26th, and it's sure to be another success for Sony. And if you think about it this year, people, so far we are in April of this year, and Sony has quietly had 3 big hits. You know, a season where I thought, a year where we thought a lot of games was going to be quiet. It's not going to be a lot of amazing games out. Sony already has 3 out. And what I'm talking about, we have the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, only on the PS5. Of course, we have Helldivers. Now, that's also on the PC, but again, if you're a console gamer like me, PS5. So we're seeing Sony quietly dominate this year. We have the PlayStation 5 Pro coming out. Microsoft, Nintendo, not a lot of stuff coming out right now. I believe Nintendo will have some stuff coming out, of course, this year. They've already had Princess Peach and stuff. I know people will laugh and say, oh, Princess Peach. But again, exclusive game for a system, Nintendo. Now, Xbox has the new Hellblade coming out. It's coming out. But what does Xbox have after that coming out? Do they have anything else coming out? You know, you see Sony here slowly. We've had 3 hit games. Stella Blade's good. You don't know what you're talking about. But if you play the demo, you know what I'm talking about. Stella Blade's going to be a hit. We've already seen Helldivers be a hit, and Final Fantasy Rebirth has been a hit. Sony continues. You know, they complained a lot this year. Not a lot of big games coming out. Not a lot of this coming out. They may not be a lot of big games coming out, but we're seeing a lot of smaller games, and of course the remake. The remake is totally, it's just so much better than the original Final Fantasy VII. If you played it, you just look at the footage on YouTube and you'll see what I'm talking about. Sony continues this quiet domination through the year, and the excitement of the PS Pro 5 coming out. And all I have to say is, where is Xbox? Where are you guys at? They're going to come out with a new Hellblade game. It might be a 6 to 8 hour game. That's what they're going to come out with. And again, this is why, you know, Sony continues to dominate. I do wish Sony would make more smaller games and stuff like they used to. They've went away from that and they went to a lot of bigger games, and that does hurt my feelings because I've always been a big fan of Sony's smaller games, indie games, you know, smaller games they support from smaller studios, not just from the big budget games. But again, the PlayStation 5 continues its dominance this year, and the Switch will continue its dominance this year. Even though it's a 7-year system, it's got games. That's the one thing Microsoft, again, I'm not here to talk bad about Microsoft, but when you start to give your competitors your games, your first party games and stuff, it kind of means like you've kind of given up. That's the way I see it. You're not going to see Sony ever do that, or Nintendo. So we've had 3 big games come out, and there's more on the way. Just look at the calendar. There's going to be some surprises, some games you don't expect. Nobody expected Helldivers to do what it did. Nobody expected that. And we're going to see more of that this year from Sony and Nintendo. And I'm sure Microsoft will have a few also. But again, they will not be the quality of the PlayStation 5 and the Switch. And that's just the truth. So, makes you wonder why they're even in the game, what Microsoft's even doing. But Microsoft's not done. They have a lot of studios they bought and stuff. It's not all bad for, you know, Microsoft. They can be a publisher if it all comes down to it at the end of the day, but it's just, it makes you wonder, you know, where is Microsoft? What are they doing? We're not even sure if we know they're coming out. We don't really officially know they're coming out with the new updated hardware. It's not really, there's no excitement to it. If it is coming out, we're not seeing the excitement that we see with the PlayStation 5 Pro. But again, Sony quietly now this year, they're going to have 3 hits. 3 big games coming out. And that just makes you wonder, where is Microsoft? What are they doing? So anyway, I'm talking about first-party games. Again, we're not talking about third-party games. Games that's going to come out on both systems. So I mean, that's going to keep the PlayStation 5 going too, of course, because if you're a third party, you're going to want your game especially on the PlayStation Pro and the PlayStation 5, just because it's got all the units sold. So again, this just another thing that hurts. Another thing that hurts Xbox. That's all it is. So anyway, guys, that's my thoughts about this. It's just something for you to think about as we go. I'm going to look here at some upcoming games on the PlayStation 5 Pro. We got Rise of Ronin coming out. Another exclusive PlayStation 5 game. So, just think about it. That's all I'm saying. You can go look upcoming games and see it. But we got Rise of Ronin, Stellar Blade, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Death Stranding 2. That's next year. But we got Concord coming out this year also. So as of right now, we still have 3, possibly 4 more big games coming out for the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, some of these probably on the PC also, but again, they're not going to be on Xbox. It's going to be PlayStation 5 Pro and PlayStation 5. I keep calling it PlayStation 5 Pro just because I'm so excited about it coming out. But you see what I'm getting at. So, anyway, guys, that's pretty much my thoughts on this. I think next year is going to be unbelievable for the PlayStation 5 also. I know we have to wait, but there's some good games coming out. Some good remakes. Remakes worth it. Something that really improves on the original. It's not like a remaster of the original. The remakes is where it's at. We see the improvement with other games. But this is quietly the year of Sony. Quietly. And you still see, you can look at the sales. The PlayStation 5 is not far behind the PS4 in sales at this same time frame in its lifespan. Same, if you go by the same time that they've both been out, it's not far behind. And you're just seeing it. You're seeing more and more. PlayStation 5 is just, if it wasn't for the pandemic, it would possibly be, I say it would be selling better than the PlayStation 4, if you look at it. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great day now. And remember, destiny is all. Toodles.